welcome to the FGC Podcast. I think we're live.
Are we live? We out there live, maybe.
I think so. I had the stream start thing going, but um, when I changed views, uh, it was the main one. So I don't know. Today has been a technological nightmare. So
Oh, you had to go back to work. You know what?
there
I'm
we
pulling
go.
up the stream, and I will
No,
read it myself.
we're good. I moved you to the right. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. What up, hot sauce guide? What up?
Oh God, you watching us right now instead of your brownies?
We got multitasking, but check it out. I don't know if you saw my outfit for the day there, Sluggerino,
I
but
do.
I told Marquito that when the Steelers would get eliminated, that I would be Team Browns until they face the Packers. So that's where
You're
we're
all
at.
in there.
I got the closest shirt I can to a brown shirt, and I believe it's a rust shirt. Um,
Russell,
so
I feel like my video has frozen. I'm not having a good internet day, so I'm very choppy.
no, I think you're fixed. I think that was my fault. Um, if I don't have your window up as like full screen, it'll pause for you or something. I don't know, man. Technology has literally hated me today. Um, so I like to start every podcast with a question. And that question for you, brother man, what you been eating this week?
This week, oh, let me think about it because, I haven't felt the best, but I've been saving up. I've been looking forward to what we're gonna do today. But I know last night I had a nice little comfort bowl of chicken nuggets and macaroni and cheese, and just threw it together with some hot sauce and some ranch. I like taking foods that I would eat as a child and then just making it a little bit better. So grilled cheeses. But I found that one of our favorite grilled cheeses takes some mozzarella and put some sandwich pepperoni on it and melt that all up so it gets nice and greasy. And then we dip it in this spicy barbecue and a ranch concoction. And it just makes the best kind of home cooked, feel good, stick to your ribs kind of experience with the crispy, buttery bread and the greasiness and then the creaminess of the ranch and the spiciness of the hot sauce. And it just all works together. It makes you feel all good inside. Um,
That that sounds really good.
and then we had a nice pot roast on Friday. But we've had a very bland eating week and just kind of like whatever's getting thrown around. Oh, you know what? I take that back. Hannah whipped up a beef enchilada lasagna. She combined her two favorite things that she makes, her best things, her enchiladas and her lasagna. And she put them together, and I was not disappointed.
That sounds real good.
Yeah.
Real
I've
damn
seen
good.
a recipe from Salt Bay to make like steak quesadilla lasagna. So one day in the far future, I'd like to try that because after today, I'm gonna need to do some serious calorie carb watching and weight figure monitoring because it's gonna be a serious one.
Okay. Okay.
What about you? What have you been eating?
So let me tell you. Um, we've like I said, for the last couple of months, our house has been sponsored by Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
And so we've just been eating a lot of Trader Joe's meals. Like we've just been like getting whatever and just throwing shit together. Like Gabriella finds on TikTok, she finds these like or Pinterest, she finds like these four ingredient meals or whatever. So like you grab Trader Joe's gyro meat, you buy Trader Joe's tzatziki sauce, their
Mhm.
garlic naan, and then you just put them all together. Or like their ravioli, their sauce. Like it's just like they have
Yeah, but that
everything.
was like you go get some Oscar Mayer bologna, go get some Wonder Bread, put it together, sandwich. That seems pretty basic, but it still sounds great.
Yeah, yeah, but it's all like pre cooked, like ready to go kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
I get you.
And so we've been eating a lot of that. Eating a lot of their like Asian dishes, like their kung pao chicken is pretty damn good. And so we have like white rice, we've got brown rice. But the other day, and it's on social media for everybody to see, I made quite possibly one of the best things I've ever made. So there's a place here. I've talked about it here on the pod. Block 16. They do all kinds of different things. Um, and they've got like unique, like different types of fries and burgers and sandwiches. And one of the things that they make is a poutine burrito. And it is French fries, cheese curds, and then like braised beef. And it's like just sitting in this like poutine gravy sauce. And then they throw it all in a burrito, wrap it up, and wham bam, thank you, man, you eat it.
That sounds
And
fantastic.
it's really, 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 really good. And so lately, I've been having a hankering for their food, and it's in Omaha, so it's a little bit of a hike, and it's winter, so just haven't been going anywhere. Well, I was like, you know what, Gabtron? I saw a TikTok video. Some guy, he just grabbed a foil container, threw some frozen French fries, some cheese curds, dumped some canned gravy, and threw it in the air fryer. So what I did is I made my own beef gravy. We did get the frozen French fries, and we got like really really good um,
Cheese curds?
cheese curds, like high quality cheese curds. And so I cooked that all up, and I threw it on a big ass baking pan and tossed it in the oven on under broil and let it all kind of like mingle and broil, and um, it was absolutely fantastic. I didn't think that I would eat it all because there was so much of it. Gabtron and I destroyed it. We destroyed it. And so while we were watching Lupin, we finished
How was Lupin?
that whole thing.
It was always interesting. I was a little too young for the anime to hit home with me, but I always liked the story.
So I've never seen any of the anime. I have not read like any of the books or whatever it is based off of.
Is it a French thing?
I think it's a French novel. Yeah, this TV show is French too.
Okay.
And like I think in the anime he might, or in one of the things he's just like Sherlock Holmes, but he's bad. I guess not bad, but he's a thief. He's called the Gentleman Thief. Um, and it's pretty good. He's you make it seem like he makes it seem like he's like at the beginning that he's like hard on his luck, like bad guy, like he's just not good at what he does. But then like as the episodes go, it's like, damn, he's good as hell. Like he knows what he's doing. It's all a part of the plan. Um, and we watched the first 5 episodes. It's really 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 good. Um, each episode kind of hooks you and wants you to turn on the next one. So it's pretty good. In chat, we've got a lot of people talking about air fryers, and we stand air fryers in this household. My dad got me one 2 years ago, and we use it for everything. Chicken wings are amazing. Deep frying stuff, absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And you are right, Ryan Osborne. Go Browns. Go Browns until you play the Packers. This is probably the only time in my life you'll ever hear it. But you got me the hat, and Mark is the greatest human in the world, so go Browns. But
yeah, the Browns.
They're going to get... Aaron Rodgers looks unstoppable. I don't think anyone's going to be able to beat the Packers. As good as the Buffalo Bills look, I honestly do not think that they're going to be able to beat the Packers. The Packers have top 3D, number 1 quarterback, or top 3 running back, number 1 quarterback, very good line, and the number 1 wide receiver. That's just, they have every tool. Anyway, Sluggerino.
Yo.
You had an idea.
I did have an idea. I've had a few ideas in my day.
You had an idea a couple months ago to try every single sub
I did.
Out there and see which one was the best.
I've wanted to do that for a long time.
Well, if it's not Fat Guy Certified's dream to make the people happy, it's to at least make us happy.
We're FGC's in the business of making dreams come true.
Yeah, we do our best to just make sure that the world is a better, happier place. And I think the only way to do that is through your belly sometimes. And I'm looking at this monster. I don't know how you've got yours set up, but I've got 5 subs here, all wrapped up, ready to just. And they've been smelling so bad. And let me tell you how I
If you
figured this out.
if you check out our Facebook socials, you should see Slug's setup right now. I believe I was able to effectively post that. I'm doing a quick scroll to see if it worked.
So
it worked.
And I put our subs on there too. So we've got quite a collection of the subs. Lots and lots and lots of them.
We got 4 chains, and then we each decided to go with a local favorite.
Yeah. And let me tell you about this adventure. So I know that you had help in getting yours. I set it up as like this.
About yours.
Wait, what?
I'll let you tell me your adventure, then I will tell you my adventure, because I had an adventure even though I didn't go out. Hannah had an adventure. But yes, and yes, Hot Sauce Time. Facebook, social should have both of our spreads.
Yeah. So I set it up so that it would be staggered. So like 15 minutes each like delivery place. So then that way like I could hit them all up. And then the last 2 are right across the street from each other. So I did those at the same time. So I get the Jersey Mike's. My Jersey Mike's ended up being free because I got a mini, and I had a free mini on my account somehow. I had earned enough points and earned a free mini, so I didn't have to pay for that. I just walked in, got it, and left. That was great. I pull into the subway, and then 2 cars pull behind me. I thought there was a drive-through. It wasn't like our subway is a drive-through one, and I was like, well, this is gonna be forever. And I'm waiting, and nothing happens. And then the 2 cars behind me leave. And I was like, well, you know what? I'm impatient, and I got shit to do. And so I threw the car in reverse, drove backwards out of the driveway, pull into the parking lot, run in, get my sub before any of the other people still in the driveway got their food. So, I don't know. So that was effective.
Well, they were scheduled in that drive-through line.
Yeah. And so then I pull into the Jimmy John's parking lot, and I'm like, shit, I was too effective. I still got like 15 minutes until I can pick it up because Firehouse was super efficient. And so I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to wash my car. So I got in line, washed the car. Because we have like an express pass.
Yeah. Do that,
we've got an express pass so that because we go and wash the car like at least try to wash it like every week, every 2 weeks. I don't know, we've got a nice car, so it's just like we have to do what we can, or else we feel like we're not treating it right. So then what I did is I got in line, got the food, but then what I forgot is that the humans dry your car off after you get out of the car wash. They come up to your car, dry it all off, make it like super, like get all like the residual like water and stuff. Well, they also open up your car door to like do your door jams.
Oh no.
And I had a giant front seat full of just subs. And so the guy opens it up and there's 4 subs just sit on the car seat. He looks down at it. I look at him and I go, it's for a podcast. And he just wipes the door jamb down, closes it. But I felt, so I'm a fat guy, you know? There's a lot of judging that comes at fat guys. This guy just made up his entire mind about me within like a second. He's like, this guy is a fat slob that's gonna go home and eat 5 submarine hoagies, whatever, from 5 different places, and then he's just gonna shit himself afterwards. I've never been judged so hard in my life by that guy. So then I just went, got the last sub, drove home in like my depression of like, man, that guy's got an opinion of me and he doesn't even know. So hopefully he checks out the podcast. We'll see.
Maybe we'll get a really loyal follower out of that.
This guy's gonna be my best friend. Dutch, you gotta have faith. Browns win. So now tell me your story.
Also was staggering, but we had to stagger them because everything opened differently. Firehouse or Jersey Mike's opened at 10, 10:30 for Firehouse Subs, 11 for Jimmy John's. Hannah was already in Erie, so she was just zipping around. Boom, got one. Boom, got two. Boom, got three. Came home. The local place didn't open until noon. So Hannah came, got me out of bed. We got ready for the day. She heads out. First time ordering from this local joint, and it is massive. This is probably one of the biggest subs I've ever.
Is it hole in one?
It is the whole darn thing sub shop.
The whole darn thing.
Darn thing sub shop. And I was talking to the lady. I said, you know what? My buddy in Nebraska is doing a local sub. I'm doing a local sub. Okay, Subway best. Get the fuck out of here, Dutch. Something. I'm like, you know what? I know you like him, so I'll eventually like him. And then he just keeps running his mouth. There's no way you think Subway is the best sub. Subway ain't even the best bread. Subway's not the best. Subway's only the best cookie shop.
Dutch, I'm about to ban you right now. You can't be saying stuff like that. Jared's a pedophile.
Yeah,
he deserves every minute he's got in prison right now.
Yeah. He's getting a foot long, I'll tell you that much.
I hope so.
Anyway, so the whole darn thing, the sandwich is so god darn massive that it breaks out of the first bag on the front step. So Hannah's like, goddamn, gets it inside. As soon as she gets to the front, to the kitchen, the second bag rips. The whole entire sub punching its way like an Avenger out of all of its restraints. And a whole loaf of Italian bread, just stuffed with meats and cheese and veggies, are on the floor.
Dutch, thank you for the subscribe. 2 months Twitch Prime. We appreciate you. And he says I'd let Jared give me a foot long. What a freak.
It's always good to see you. Thank you so much. I'm trying to be good. Right now, I can't show you because my camera and the setup in the room isn't the greatest, but I am rocking the Fat Guy certified merch right now, and it is very soft.
Oh, nice. I said, this is for Mark. So
we have four national chains. We have Subway, Jersey Mike's, Firehouse Subs, and my personal favorite chain, Jimmy John's, and one local shop. So what is your local shop?
So I chose Good Sense. So it's still a chain, but I think it's a regional chain. Okay. And their branding and everything is very similar to like, you can't really see it, so I might have to turn this off. Their branding is very similar to Subway's. Like when I see Good Sense, I just think like Midwestern Subway.
Okay.
Like with greens and yellows and like even the colors are similar. But I don't know how many states it's in or anything like that. But yeah, my Good Sense is regional.
Gotcha. Well, so without further ado, the rules were, instead of getting our favorite subs, because that's hard to judge. Personally, my favorite at Jimmy John's, like it is my favorite sub shop, but I like the Italian. I don't like the Italian sub at Jimmy John's. I like the Bootleggers Club, which is turkey and roast beef. But we wanted to get them all the same. And to see what really gives the best experience, we got a plain Italian or a standard Italian, not plain. We went to these shops and said, give me your Italian. Whatever you usually put on it or whatever it comes default, that's what we want. So we have 5 default Italian subs in front of us.
Yes, we do.
We are going to see which one we think is the best standard. Now, while we're eating this, we can break down some of the other things, because I can already tell you this is a full, fresh, homemade loaf of bread. Not that they don't, air quote, make their fresh bread at Jimmy John's and Subway. Well, Subway is really more of a cookie cake.
No, Subway's not even bread. Yeah, I was going to say, they lose credit on bread. It's sugar loaf.
But this is a whole loaf of Italian bread. Like, I'm telling you, I can't hold it up yet, but you can see on the picture, it's twice the width of every other sandwich. And it was at least 12 to 16 inches long. So I think that we should start with the best sub in the world and start with this Subway trash and get that out of the way.
All right. Sounds good.
And I will remove my microphone.
Okay.
So you can still hear me, but this way I won't get sandwich juice all over it.
And I'm going to take a photo of each sub and then upload them to social media so that you people can see what we're working with after the end. I'll split it in half and show you how it was made and kind of how I received it.
Your background might get in the way when you're trying to show them, but we'll see.
No. I'll put that on social media.
Social. full disclosure, I'm not going to be able to pick up the whole darn thing.
So
when I get to that
Subway
sub,
guy. We got the sandwich made how it was made. Like, we didn't add any fixings, like add any extras. We just got it like how it was on the menu. This is probably the first time in my life when I went on the menu and I didn't like hit customize or like hit like
double the meat or add extra cheese, throw in some
tomato. Yeah, like I just hit send. But for Subway, because they complain and you like make it your way. I did the same things that's standard on all these other ones. Oil, tomato, lettuce, onion, mayo, and Italian seasoning.
Okay, so I do not have mayo on this one, and I have peppers and green peppers and cucumbers because that's how its standard came when we opened our app. Everything was on this.
Huh.
So I think that cucumbers on a sandwich is the weirdest thing. I don't know why, and I think they actually figured it out because it's just crunch. Subway doesn't have good lettuce, so you don't get a crunch from their lettuce, so they throw in a shitty cucumber. Nothing wrong with the cucumber; it just doesn't deserve to be on my sandwich.
I'm gonna do my best Justin Bieber impression, and I'm going to eat it from the middle.
I'm not because that's weird. I'm just going at it. Oh no, Nightbot. Nightbot attack.
That's terrible. It's soggy. Ew.
Oh, you had a Joker mayo smile.
It was so gross. It's like super soggy. I'm gonna eat it kind of normal. Just try a.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't do it because the door hinge of the sandwich is very soggy from the Italian dressing. So if you're only biting that middle part, you're getting a mouthful of sog.
I do have to say, walking into the Subway brought back a lot of memories of Edinburgh.
Mm-hmm.
That like Parmesan smell. Eat the sandwich, no wiping. Gosh, guys, this is like some kind of like pseudo porn to you, Dutch. I don't know how I feel about that.
As long as we get the view, baby, I don't care.
I hate tomatoes. Yeah. Yeah, Subway.
The door hit the part of the bread that opens up, not the doorknob. My bad.
Why can't I wipe my face? So Woody and Dutch aren't allowing me to wipe my face.
So here's what I'm tasting. One, you're right. So far, it's just the first sandwich. It's been sitting for a little while. That corner where it gathered all the juices is kind of soggy. The bread is really compressing around the sandwich, which I personally like. But there are so many vegetables. I'm tasting salad. I'm not tasting sandwich. I'm getting like this is an antipasta salad on a.
It's not a race. We're not racing. We're reviewing.
If it was a race, I might be able to get him. Also, I don't know. Is there ham on this? Because I didn't order it. I told Hannah to grab it for me. She hit the Italian. I'm just tasting pepperoni. I'm just tasting like spicy pepperoni meat. So I'm getting pepperoni and veggie. So this is not. It's tasty because I'm hungry and I like this kind of salad. But this is not a good sandwich.
So this Italian sub. The Italian BMT. No, yeah, it's the Italian BMT, right? Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I don't know if I got the. Yeah, I think
they have two. They have a spicy Italian and Italian BMT. The spicy Italian has Genoa salami, spicy pepperoni, and Black Forest ham.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of ham, but I like it on these sandwiches, and I'm not tasting any ham. Yeah, I see it. There's one little sliver. I'm just tasting tons of pepperoni with cucumbers and pepper. So not a huge fan. And here comes Hun Bun to save all the extra drippings that hit the floor. Thank you.
Yeah, Kylo is at my feet. Dutch,
So
if you get us to 15 viewers, we're at 10. If you get us 5 more viewers right now, I will race Slug in a sub-eating sandwich.
I mean, yeah, if he does, because like we have these cut in half, we could totally race on one of these sandwiches.
Woody, you're crazy. The Subway is not good.
It's not a bad, like I'm saying, if it's a $5 foot long, you can't beat that. And if you're trying to feed a family or you're starving self, $5, you load it up with these veggie salads, great for you. Okay, but this basic ass cucumber bread that's soggy and on the ham is not cutting it for me. Maybe if I had a different bread, but white bread, no, not a lot of meat flavoring, all pepperoni and cucumber forward, not for me. So now that's the bottom of the barrel.
I think I want to go to Jersey Mike's next.
Let's go to Jersey Mike, because that's the one that I could probably most easily grab at this moment.
All right.
The
Jersey Mike sub, pulling it up right now. Italian sub has oh, come on, phone or computer. Why are you doing this to me?
I'm going to try to do this angle. This might backfire, and this might cause me to ruin everything. But I'm going to try to hold the sandwiches up while you're reading them to show you like the cross-section of this Subway sandwich with all these veggies versus all the meat in this Jersey Mike's.
Like that?
Yeah, like you're doing.
Mine is much thicker than yours.
Well, that was my Subway.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid I can't hold this up, but this is much thicker. Yeah, that's what mine's looking like.
So the cold Italian original number 13 from Jersey Mike's has provolone ham, prosciutto, capicola, Sam, and pepperoni. So it automatically has like twice the meat. Oh, you diving in already? You couldn't resist?
It started falling apart.
You couldn't resist? All right, I'm diving in.
You can keep going, but when it started breaking apart, I wasn't going to let it fall while you were reading me all the ingredients wrong.
This is drastically superior.
Now, I'm not going to go superior. I'm going to say drastically different for now. Oh, Dutch, we're up to 11. You get a couple more in here, we might race on the Jimmy John's or the Firehouse. Bread is better.
Yeah, bread is better. Cheese is better.
I'll tell you what, I'm not tasting cheese, but what I'm tasting is all the seasoning. Like you can see the little, whether it's the oregano or it's the herbs and the oil, but you're definitely getting an herb forward flavor. I'm tasting all kinds of dancing herbs and spices on my tongue, which I did not get from Subway. I just got wet, sweet tang.
So the 6-inch BMT from Subway cost me $5.35 with tax.
Okay.
My Italian mini from Jersey Mike's, which is also a 6-inch sub, cost me, well, I had a free one, but it cost $6.15. So $1 more. I'm saying way more meat.
I'm saying it's worth the price. It's worth the upcharge from Subway.
It's worth the extra $1. Yeah.
Now, I will admit I was hesitant at first because Jersey Mike's commercial, they got the people being real disrespectful and hitting you with like the money shot with the oil and the vinegar, where they're coming from over their head with like a hip thrust, like and it's just raining down all over the counter and the wrapper and the top of the bread. Like, don't soak my sandwich. French dips are great, but I don't like a French dip. Okay, I don't want my whole entire sandwich sogging wet.
Hello, Jay Weeby. Thanks for following.
Really appreciate that follow. So this week it's up.
We're getting there. Pretty soon, Slug and I are going to have to race, and I don't know if my body's ready for something like that.
if we race with the Jimmy Johns, I'm just telling you, you're done. Because I don't know if I could pick up effectively the Firehouse sub, but I could definitely pick up this Jimmy John sub, and I'm gonna smash it down.
Woo!
Oh, I'm getting crumbs everywhere, all over my belly.
Subscribe. So Jay Weeby, basically what this is we're having a sub showdown. You're having two fat guys with their expert fat opinion telling you what's going to be the superior sub sandwich chain. So if you like to hear ASMR food chewing, I mean, I don't know if that's what we do, but are you still eating the same thing? Yeah, it's a fat guy mukbang, pretty much.
Since it was falling apart, I took one last bite, so I got like 3 medium bites out of it.
I ate a whole half. I ate half that mini. It was good. I'm a big Jersey Mike's guy, so
I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it.
It's not my favorite.
I don't like that flavor of the oil and the oregano. It's like it's too herbally for me. I like the meat, but I'd really be hard pressed to say that I would eat that over Subway.
Wow.
It depends how far I gotta walk. Like if it's real close, or if Subway's closer, I'll probably get Subway. But if it's easier to get to Jersey Mike's than the Subway, then probably Subway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I want to like it because it looked great and the bread is really tasty. But I'm not a huge fan of the oil vinegary oregano spread that they put all over it. I just don't like that.
It reminds me of the Italian hoagies from back home.
We're talking those kind of things.
Yeah, Jay, we also review places, we review merchandise, we tell you where to eat, we give you good menu items. We're basically just your guide to being fat, you know?
Exactly. We punish our cholesterol so you don't have to.
Yeah. We're just doing the world a service.
So I'm excited for Firehouse subs.
My favorite is Firehouse. Your favorite is Jimmy John's. Which one do you want to do next?
Let's try. What do you want to do?
Let's do Firehouse.
Let's do Firehouse, yeah. Now, Firehouse comes toasted, and I believe I got it toasted, so it's been sitting here toasted for like 3 hours.
Firehouse also came with a pickle.
Oh, really? I can give or take a pickle.
So now let me hold this up. I got the large because I'm going to share this one with Gabtron.
Yeah, I got the smallest that I could for most of them, and I'm going to eat them over the next 2 days.
So this is the Firehouse Italian. It comes warm. It's a thick boy. It's sliced fully in half. So you're going to dump out the side if you bite it. Again, price difference. Let me pull it up. I got really excited to eat it.
It's expensive. Hannah was going to get me the smallest one, but the smallest one must have been like a 3-something inch. And then for like $2 more, you got this one, which still isn't huge. And then even more expensive to go bigger than this. But again,
large.
Firehouse goes to like the fireman's like foundation, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, I'm glad that it's at 18 right now because on my screen touch it's at 5. So
yeah, on my screen it's at 6. So.
Since you started campaigning, you lost us 10 views. Good, Jared. You're scaring them all away.
My stream deck says 6, so I feel you. But I'll believe you just because DK said it, and DK's the boss.
Automatic dislike, you fuckhead.
Uh-oh.
They came all over the bottom.
They came all over the bottom?
My bottom is completely sogged. My top is hard as a rock, and my bottom bun is saturated.
Oh, mine's perfectly done well.
And not even saturated from the inside. It's like they put the fucking oil on the paper and then laid the sandwich in it. Sons of a bitch. That's an automatic DQ in my book, but we'll still go for the flavor.
We'll do the race on the Jimmy John sub.
Yeah. Hey, Dutch, good for you. Subway is no longer the worst. Subway is now 4th.
You're saying this is the worst? No fucking way.
I can't. I automatically will flunk anybody if you fuck my sandwich up like this. I can't wipe my own hands off. I hate being sticky and dirty, and they just completely decimated the bottom bun. And it'll fall out of my hands. Like, I can't say I like something that I can't even pick up.
Yo, this is so good. It is literally the best.
This is literally not even making it to my mouth. Well, I'm going to have to buy a second shirt.
See, this place, the reason why I like Firehouse is it reminds me of DeBella's. And DeBella's is my all-time favorite sandwich shop.
Well, that's a good bread.
I, too, am going to have to buy a second shirt. It is so good. The bread is sweet. The meat is tasty.
Also, that's it.
The vinegar and the...
I don't want sweet bread. That's the problem with Subway, and this is actively sweet. Subway at least has the decency to hide all the sugar behind a shit ton of salt.
Nah, you're wrong. The mayo and the vinegar, it's like it's so good.
Again, if my handicap hand can't even get a bite, it gets disqualified. I literally just rammed it into my face. It fell apart. I didn't get one bite of meat. So, Firehouse, you disappointed me.
We'll be racing here soon.
Because I need to at least get some flavor. So, I'm going to have to dissect it now. I'm going to have to go open face on it.
Whew.
I just have to see how I'm going to open face it.
Oh, shit. It says 18 again. Jesus Christ. What did you do, Dutch?
Now, we're going to have a count off because by the time I see you eating, we're going to be all fucked up.
I feel like Dutch has a bot right now. Just like, or like he has like 18 different windows. No, he lives in Pennsylvania. I live in Nebraska. So we didn't get them from the same store. So the sandwich artists are definitely different and a contributing factor. Because mine is not sloppy at all like his. No, I tried that. It didn't work.
Also tastes like there's mustard on it.
Mine.
It's unique. I want to like this, but so I will tell you, I will try this again in the future. But for my today, this goes to this is the bottom of the pile because I don't like sweet bread. Like I'm not a fan of it right now. I didn't want sweet with an Italian. I don't like how you're liking it. I don't think I want that tangy vinegariness with sweet bread with this weird mustardy mayo combo.
It's so good. I'm in heaven.
And also, it's weird. I can't have the top be crunchy and the bottom be soggy. That's weird. That's like cereal level. Trust yours.
You're going to kick my ass on this Jimmy John's. I'm so full.
So, Dutch, do you want any rolls with this eating? Like, you explain to us what you want.
And we're only eating half of it, right? Like,
well, I got the 8-incher and it's cut in half.
Yeah, that's what I had. I got the 8-inch and it's cut in half. Like, yeah. And we're just going to race to see who can finish the half the first.
So I'm moving this soggy pile of shit out my way.
No full bore, mash it down your throat. I'm not going to deep throat a sub.
No full bore, mash it down. Okay, I got you. No full bore. Got it. So give me a second to get it in my hand. Now, Jimmy John's is my favorite. I love a lot of their sandwiches. I like that you can hollow out the bread. I like the chewiness of the French bread. First to show empty hands. Well, I'm maybe empty hands and an empty mouth because I can throw it in my mouth and show you an empty hand.
Yeah, Doug's had 30 plus years of just throwing shit in his mouth and not using his hands to consume.
Listen, when Doug Boyd Sr., when Slug Sr. pulls into a drive-thru, orders you a sandwich and says, if it's not done before you hit the road, that's your fault. You learn how to just unhinge the jaw and just go. Because my dad would have no mercy. He would whip that van as hard as he could on purpose. I swear to you, there's no way he's ever talking himself out of it, just so I would drop the food. He's like, this is your diet, motherfucker. I'll get you a McDouble, but you're going to fight to eat every bite.
This thing just looks like a little torpedo.
Yeah. Licking my fingers off because it's all covered in your stuff.
There's tomato on it. I hate tomato.
So this is the Italian nightclub, correct?
Yeah, the Italian nightclub. It's got capicola. Let me pull it back up. Oh man. It's got the
I'm gonna stay right on for you, Dutch.
Yeah, it's got capicola, ham, salami on it, provolone, stuff like that. And the 8-inch regular size only costs $7.82.
Okay.
I will do a countdown. Okay? On go, we consume the fastest. Whoever shows an empty mouth first after completing their half wins a prize.
You got your water butt nearby if you need to wash it down?
I've got water, I've got lemonade, and coffee. I'll just have to choke it down. Yeah. You're going to win. I don't even know I'm trying. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, I can taste the tomato. I hate it.
How can you hate that?
Tomato?
It's so fresh.
I could taste the hate. The owner's a bigot. So fun, but if you die while eating it, you win, right? Because you're like giving it up for the cause.
Mm-hmm.
Dutch, how dare you?
Oh man, I'm swallowing big chunks. I'm feeling them hitting me in the chest every bite. Oh.
This is for you. Dutch, you're such a bandwagon bitch. Doug, do you have any in your hands or is it all in your mouth?
What?
Let's go! Let's go! I thought I wasn't allowed to wipe my mouth, so that's why I did that. I left it on there for you. Woo! Woo!
Man, I can't believe I just inhaled my favorite sub instead of just enjoying it. Woo!
You got your ass kicked while doing it.
I wouldn't say ass kicked. Like when you said "woo," I was chewing the last bite.
Well, I gave you a 10-second. Oh God, my puke. You have to keep it down for the rest of the pod, or else you're disqualified.
Well, I mean, I'm a bitch, so I'm not gonna have a problem.
I've only thrown up on this twice.
Thrown up twice on the pod. I've thrown up twice in the last decade.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? That was so good. I'm going to eat another bite of this shitty, soggy sweetbread.
So if I have to rank them, my personal order so far, it would go Subway, So least to best. Subway,
I like Hermit's right. We need a minute.
Subway, Jersey Mike's, Firehouse, Jimmy John's. That was a really good sub, even though I devoured it.
That's a really good bread.
But like Firehouse and Jimmy John's are tied for me. But like Jimmy John's is just a little bit ahead.
See, I know you don't like the tomatoes, but that's why I like Jimmy John's. Is I think everything tastes so fresh. The tomatoes and the onions, they just explode with flavor. You never get a soggy ass vegetable at Jimmy John's.
Oh man. Whew. Sorry, hot sauce died.
Literally the biggest and baddest for last. Yeah, the Firehouse bread, I'll admit, the top one was pretty good. Which is that bottom saw.
And so
I hear you. My internet connection is still, the video is just loading.
Well,
we raced.
I won. So I'll talk about my my local sub here that I got. I got the Italian, the standard dress, which is lettuce, tomato, onion, their vinegar, salt and pepper, with provolone cheese, ham, capicola, salami. But I wanted to, just because I knew that today was an important day for Hot Sauce Guide, I wanted to get it a little special. So I didn't get it on the white bread. I got it on Good Sense Ghost Pepper bread.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they have it's garlic ghost pepper bread.
That's an interesting decision.
And so I wanted to get this for my buddy Hot Sauce Guide.
Now, have you ever had the ghost pepper bread before?
Nope, I haven't.
So you don't know if this is about to scorch you.
I have no clue. But it's something that I was gonna do for the pod, for the people, and more importantly for Mark, the Hot Sauce
Exactly. Guy. And that's important. We do it for all of our peoples. And you can always be a people. All you gotta do is follow us. You don't have to subscribe, just follow us. Just tune in every once in a while. Tell us you hate us. You're a people.
I do have to say that, and I'm taking a photo and I'll put it on the Instagram here shortly. The meat does not look good on this Good Sense. It does not look
I'll tell you what, the meat on my sandwich looks fresh, but it looks thick with bread. This looks like one of those, like, when you buy them from the football team at the sub fundraisers.
I wonder if that's like a Pittsburgh thing, because I don't really see it out here, or like a Pennsylvania thing, because I don't really see it out here, like sub things or like hoagie drives or like.
Probably is, because we know how to be cheap. Like, one loaf of bread, you put $3 worth of meat on it, you turn it into a $10 sandwich.
Yeah. If you couldn't tell, I'm trying to procrastinate.
Well, I'm going to take a drink of water, and I will tell you as you procrastinate that the coolest thing that I found out, besides the sub being so much that it punched its way Captain Marvel style through 2 bags, is that the original shop burnt down, and they rebuilt on top of where it burnt down. They said, no, fuck it, we own this plot. So, it's a staple. When you go to Meadville, there's the Pennsylvania Sandwich Company. But that's kind of like a local chain. Everyone says you got to go to the mom and pop's local owned, order off the numbered menu. The whole darn thing. And I think that's a cool name. I'm going to take a drink of water. And I'm going to try to wrestle this bad boy.
Quiznos, I haven't seen one of those since college. And I've never heard of a Togos.
Yeah. Nick. I've not seen a Quiznos in years. I thought they honestly were bankrupt.
Yeah, I don't think they existed. All right, I'm diving into my. I'm taking my bite of my Good Sense. I've hit my limit, so I'm not gonna be able to consume a lot of this.
I'm just saying, for a half a loaf of bread, this is easier to pick up than your Firehouse sub. Oh, baby. It's locked into the handicap claw. Look at this monster. It ain't going nowhere. I'm about to just feast.
James would like to know what the name of the hole-in-one hoagie, James.
The whole darn thing.
Sorry, the whole darn thing. Okay, so this bread isn't spicy at all.
Thanks for watching, Dutch.
See you later, Dutch.
Yeah, the whole darn thing sub shop. It's a little downtown Meadville.
This bread is like garlic bread. It's not really spicy at all.
Well, I think that's what yours was garlic bread. That Firehouse that you love. It just tastes like sweet garlic bread. Oh, what's the flavors in this?
Oh, I'm so full. I'd put Good Sense down with Jersey Mike's Subway tier. Not as good as Jimmy John's or Firehouse. It was $6 for this. It's 8-inch bun.
You do need to check out. It's less than $11. It was a full wide loaf of Italian bread stuffed with meats and cheeses, and a whole head of lettuce, and it was less than $11. You know what? They're doing a little Jersey Mike's-ness here.
Really? In the vinegar or like in the bread?
Yeah, I'm looking around. I think it's more the vinegar because the bread is very soft. It's very moist and soft. But I'm tasting some herbaliness in it, so I can't tell if it's like the spiced meat or if it's like a little oregano sprinkle or something in the balsamic vinegar and the oil.
You know, James, I might have just been wrong and read it wrong. I thought it said ghost pepper. It might just be like a garlic pepper kind of bread. I don't know. I'll have to look at their website.
How do you misread that? How do you misread that?
I don't know, man. Oh.
I wasn't full.
A sub ago.
I wasn't full until I started eating this sub, and now I hit a wall.
Yeah. Well, I've also been up since 6 something, so
It's a little drier than I want, but if it was any more wet, I feel like the bread would fall apart because it's nice, soft bread. I thought for sure with this big a loaf, it was going to be a dry-ass loaf of bread, but this is a nice, soft loaf of bread. It has a little bit of a sweetness to it, not nearly as sweet. Like if we're talking 1 out of 10, even though Subway is more sugar than flour or salt based, so it should be classified as a cake over in Europe, it is nowhere near as sweet as the Firehouse sub. Firehouse is like a 5 or 6 out of 10.
My dog.
On sweet.
I've had this dog my whole life, or his whole life, 4 years. He's never once climbed under my desk. And this motherfucker just tried to fight my foot to get underneath there.
He said, "Let me in, Dad."
There's not even any crumbs under there, but he's just like, "I need to look."
The second half of this
drop something, old man.
I can't wait to toast the other half of the whole darn thing.
Woo! You need to try hole-in-one. That's in Cambridge Springs.
I would definitely try that.
It was pretty good. The whole darn thing, shop in Meadville.
I'm putting the whole darn thing at number 2.
Really?
Yeah, now, for convenience, there's only a Jimmy John's in Erie. I would definitely get the whole darn thing locally before I drive up to Erie to get a Jimmy John's. But unfortunately, I was hoping to find a new favorite. Jimmy John's is still my favorite because it's the perfect amount of savoriness. There's no surprise sweetness in a bread. It's a nice, chewy, soft French bread, fresh produce. You don't have to worry about this soggy lettuce that I'm seeing. A little soggy in the whole darn thing. Definitely soggy in Subway. Decent vegetables in Jersey Mike, but that Jersey Mike, I don't like that herbally flavor. It's almost tasting like a pizzelle, like almost like there's a little fennel or anise in it. Still mad at Firehouse subs. I'll try it again someday when I'm not 500 pounds.
Is that your first time ever having it?
First time having all these except for Jimmy John's and Subway.
Yeah, I'm sorry that your Firehouse was a mess. Mine. So the people at our Firehouse here in Lincoln, it's family owned. It's a what do they call that? When it's not like part of corporate, it's a
like
Franchise
a
by family
private
owns it.
franchise. Yeah.
They are the three nicest humans I've ever met. I met the father. I
Hannah
met
said
the
they were
son.
nice here too.
They were like so happy, we've gone there several times. They've always been super super nice. I think I just met the daughter. I've met the husband or the dad and the son, but the lady that was running it today she looks just like them, but she was so damn nice. And so that's one of the main reasons I go back is they're essentially locally owned. It might be a franchise, but it's a family, and they're just the customer service there is chef kiss. I'm sorry that yours was a sloppy mess because theirs are really good.
Hannah said they were the sweetest people she's ever talked to in a restaurant.
It was the closest I've ever been to to DeBella's since I've been here in the Midwest.
Great looking meat, good looking sandwich, but when I picked it up, hard crispy top, and then the bottom was just ruined.
Yeah. Oh, Bubba. So,
I
know you said it.
Everyone tuned in.
What is your top 5? Like, in order, least to best.
Jimmy John's for the price. You can get a 16-inch from Jimmy John's or an 8-inch, less than 12 or less than $15 if you go the biggest one possible. It is a great, if you like toppings. If you like your veggies and you like the spreads, Jimmy John's. If you want a sweet, nice, flavorful bread, then you go with Firehouse Subs. If you're ever in Meadville, try the whole dang thing Sub Shop because you're never going to beat this price and this deal. It's just massive. Stay away from Subway unless you're on a road trip and you're broke. And Jersey Mike's ain't bad, but you're going to get some weird flavors. So if you're into that super Italian, like, oh, let me get that perfect oregano and all the other stuff, then you can leave it or you can take it or leave it. But Jimmy John's, whole darn sub, Jersey Mike's, Subway, Firehouse at the bottom on a technicality. I did not get to eat the sandwich as a sandwich. It ruined my hand. It ruined my shirt. It's a 0 out of 5.
I get you. I agree with most of that. I don't think anything is really different, except I would put my local good sense in the lower tier. My Firehouse and my Jimmy John's are the top 2.
Go back to Jersey Mike's now.
Also, the conveniency of Jimmy John's, I think, is just great. They deliver. They're super, super fast. Like, you can sometimes get the call that they're on their way within 15 minutes of you placing your order. And that's ridiculous. So, yeah. Jimmy John's is number 1. It was great when Isabella worked there. She'd give us free coupons and stuff all the time.
Oh, that was so good. I wish I had it in.
Miss those days. Well, this has been a great week. We ate, we talked, we gave you the best damn sandwich we could, and that's Jimmy John's. Troubled ownership and questionable ethics aside, their food is good.
They are. In looking at it, it's a nice, big, colorful piece of meat. I'm liking the spread. I like a sloppy sandwich inside, but I need it to stay inside. I like a wet sandwich. I want to get mayo. I want to get that mouth dirty, see what it do, but I don't want it all over my hands and the creases of my fingers, all over my shirt. I don't want that.
When COVID is over, I'm forcing you to come to Nebraska so that I can film you eat a runza. I
will. For you and the people at home, I'll do anything. I'm not going to lie. This Jersey Mike's is growing on me. It's not going to overtake. It might become close to equal to Jimmy John's. It's getting better as it sits here. Next week when we tune in, I will be a few days deep into my potato cleanse. So we'll talk a little bit about how Slug's doing with that because I hate potatoes, but I'm going to try to eat potatoes for 2 weeks straight.
I can't believe that you're going to try to eat nothing but potatoes for 2 weeks. That's insane. Maybe I'll find some cleanse to do myself. And maybe it won't be like weird like that, but just like...
You drop a little bit of weight, but it's mostly just so your body gets used to cleansing the flavor so everything tastes better.
Yeah, James, a Runza is a fast food chain here in Nebraska and some of the other states in the Midwest like South Dakota and Kansas. And it is basically a Hot Pocket. It's a German pastry that's got like it's got like cabbage, ground meat, and some other stuff in it, and it's baked. They use them as hand warmers here at the football games. People don't buy them to eat them. They just buy them because they get served hot, and you can just keep them like in your gloves. And Weiss has cautioned and asked that you at least consult one health professional about your potato cleanse before.
Penn from Penn Teller did it and wrote a book about it. He's fine, and you're my medical professional. If I get sick, I'll call you.
He studied bugs. He's a doctorate of bugs.
All right.
You think he's qualified to tell you that? Well, I guess he's probably the most qualified out of all of our friends. At least
if I live through a week of being a vegan and a week of nothing but cereal, okay, potatoes is gonna be easy. You know how many nutrients there are in a potato? It's fucking rich.
Hey, that guy, Matt Damon, ate them on Mars, so it's gotta be.
Matt Damon survived on Mars. We're fine.
Yeah, he survived for almost a whole year on Mars eating nothing but potatoes.
Nick got her whole entire raft overflowing with potatoes. Okay, so like they're great superfood.
Yeah. All right, this has been the show. We're getting the hell out of here. I got work to do. Students moved back today, and it's so exciting.
Oh, I got mayo on my fucking mic.